Hi there, students. Tergiversate. Tergiversation. Okay, to tergiversate has two different meanings. One is to abandon something or somebody, to change sides, to desert, to betray. So maybe you have a politician who tergiversates from one political party to another. But this meaning, I think, is less common. And the other meaning is really good. To tergiversate, to avoid any clear course of action. To speak, but not to avoid giving an opinion. To avoid giving an exact point of view. To be ambiguous, to deliberately be ambiguous and unwilling to give a clear answer. So clearly this verb and this noun are really applicable to modern politicians. If you ask a politician a direct question, are you in favour of this or against it? I'm certain he will tergiversate. He will talk about something different, or he will talk about good qualities in favour of it and good qualities against it. But he will sit on the fence and he won't give a clear answer. So, tergiversation. This is talking about not giving a straight answer. Trying to get the support of everybody without coming down on one side or the other. Maybe if you're in a situation where you're walking on eggshells, a situation where people are likely to get very angry very quickly, then tergiversation is probably the best answer when they ask you a direct question. You don't give a direct answer. Yeah? Okay, so to tergiversate, to sit on the fence, to avoid taking any clear course of action, to avoid giving a definitive point of view or opinion about something. To be deliberately ambiguous. Okay, this word comes from Latin, from tergiversare, meaning to make excuses. And we can split that into tergum, the back, and versate, to turn. So, to turn your back. So it's like somebody asks you a question and you're turning your back on the question. You're not going to answer the question. Now, what about formality and usage? Well, I think this is a pretty formal word. I'd probably give it something like a 7.5 in formality. I would not use this in an informal conversation in the pub. Yeah, I might say something to avoid giving a clear answer, to evade the question, to avoid the question. Yeah, and in a formal document, I think it's going to look absolutely great. You'll probably find the examiner has to go to the dictionary to look it up. If you use this word informally or in a conversation, people are going to say, and what does that mean? They're not going to know it. Okay? So this is an opportunity to show you have a wider vocabulary than most native speakers. So, to tergiversate, tergiversation, avoiding answering the question. There was one note on usage that I thought was quite interesting as well. The noun tergiversation is one of these words that normally is treated as a plural with no singular, like the word news. So remember, news is a plural with no singular. Yeah? And also, the news is good. So although it's a plural word with no singular, we need to use is with it, third person singular. Okay? It's just a strange usage note. So, yeah, to tergiversate, to avoid answering the question, to avoid coming down on any side. And remember, this is a weird word. People are going to ask you what it means, and I would keep it to semi-formal and very formal contexts. Okay? So there you go. If you enjoyed the video, don't tergiversate, but give it a rating directly. Smash that like button. Subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you soon. Bye for now. Tergiversate. Tergiversation.